I have been working pretty hard and decided I had earned a van adventure. And Washington Gardens State Park was the ideal location because it's a beautiful natural retreat and just down the road from Anastasia State Park and overnight camping near the beach. I had visited the gardens last year during the winter when a lot of the plants were dormant, and with my newfound gardening knowledge could view not only the flowers but also their gardening methods with new eyes. The park has an almost intimate feel because it's not huge, so you're not fighting the crowds from St. Augustine. I brought along my bike to cover a lot of territory quickly, with the thought that I would spend the morning looking around. Taking the path leading to the gardens, you get a sense of entering a maze that makes you wonder what's around the next corner. What is readily apparent is that despite the formal gardens, large sections of the place have been allowed to remain wild. Coming out of the wild section, I recognize that yes, it is a garden, but there is also an attempt to mimic the wild in an ordered way. I say that because there's a diversity of plants that appear in clusters. And those clusters are arranged according to grow height, something to think about in a home garden. There is a tranquil quality to the place that is very much like what you experience when walking through your own full-grown garden. It's something like hearing green things grow. The next thing that jumped out at me was the fact that ground cover was everywhere. If you ever wondered about the benefits of ground cover, this garden becomes an expert witness. And there were very few weeds anywhere in the established beds. Also, while they may not have chickens, the water sources and bugs in the ground cover attract birds that assist the ecosystem. I guess you could say that the wild birds do what chickens would do for the home gardener in helping with pests. As I wandered past their greenhouse, it appears they propagate from existing plants. So just like in your backyard garden, you can expand your offerings by taking advantage not only of planting, but propagating from your already growing plants. One of the main things I like about Washington Gardens is that you're not that far from the Intercoastal and can take a moment, enjoy the water, and just collect your thoughts. After a quiet sit-down, I was ready to leave the gardens and head to our overnight spot at Anastasia State Park. After a little cooking, and a few Sunny Girl tricks, I had time to think about the trip. I realized I needed the chance to get away, and that the adventure also confirmed some of my food forest growing techniques. I came away encouraged to apply as many as possible during the new gardening season. See you next time.